This is Banri Tada, the main character of this movie. You are in a hurry now to attend the school's opening ceremony. This is my first time in Tokyo. You're not used to the road, so you're running late. Upon entering the opening ceremony hall, then it's over. His house is in the countryside of Soroka. I went to Tokyo for college this year. Tada, just now. I didn't have time to attend the opening ceremony with you. I don't know the way to my school. I saw 2 girls in front of the school. I know all the shortcuts, Tada. Follow me. Does that look like a follow-up, pervert? These 2 girls are hot. I went to a convenience store to buy ice cream. I also have to go to Theo. But when paying, they had a job, so they ran ahead. After a while, I looked for them and couldn't find them. At that moment, Tada met someone who was in the same situation as me. His name is Mitsuo. 2 people in the same school. I didn't know the way, so I followed 2 girls. Just now, the circumstances were so similar that they both fell in love. After a while, they both arrived. They were walking when they met a girl, holding a bunch of pink flowers towards Mitsuo. People are surprised by her appearance. Mitsuo is the opposite. He's feeling scared. She went to the flower bouquet and gave Mitsuo some figs. I'll give you a congratulations, because now Mitsuo has become a freshman in law school. Before she left, she said, Mitsuo won't be able to escape. After hearing those words, he just sat there scared. When Mitsuo entered the classroom, he told Tada about himself. The girl who was Kaga had you. You've known each other since kindergarten. Her father knew Mitsuo's parents. So as a kid, Kaga wanted to grow up, and they were going to get married. Mitsuo had to transfer the university to the law department to get rid of her. But your parents cut off your allowance. That sounds guilty, but that's not what I should be doing. According to Mitsuo, he is currently obsessed with Kaga. End of class. 2 people just realized Kaga sat behind me and listened to the whole conversation. She had just abandoned her plan to go to France. He stayed in Japan to study law so he could pursue Mitsuo. I don't believe in Mitsuo's life. Run out so you can get out of it. Her anchors. Also introduced myself for Tada. Then he ran after Mitsuo. Tada had to sit and fold up the pile of papers that Mitsuo had laid out. Right then, and a girl comes up and helps him organize his documents. Her name is Shinami. You 2 also introduce yourself. After a while, Shinami said goodbye to Tada. When you go out, you see a lot of people gathered. At the door, they are members of clubs. He's in school and recruiting. New students join. Unfortunately, Tada was surrounded by a crowd of people. Right now, Tada, I was invited to a Latin music club by a group of women. If it was me, you'd be in. Fortunately, someone pulled you out. The one who helped him out was a girl named Linda. She's at the carnival club. Linda also told him to rest assured that she would not overdo it. Now pull you in. Before you go, you should also ask if anything happens, come find me. To the afternoon, when he left, Tada found Kaga waiting for Mitsuo. She thinks that Mitsuo will go through this road and wait here from the afternoon. At that moment, Mitsuo called you. Kaga quickly, the hand that took the phone from your hand. I know he's still in school, so she came back to find him. I don't understand why every time I meet Kaga, I blush. Maybe you like your friend's boyfriend. It's been a week since Tada started here. When I went to school today, I caught him. Kaga was standing at the door waiting for Mitsuo. Right now, I'm going to talk to you. He showed off photos of Chung with Mitsuo as a child. You think you've always been together since childhood, and when I grow up too. That's not going to change. As he was talking, he caught Mitsuo standing in the distance. Give him a silent signal to sneak into the classroom. But unfortunately, she came back and caught Mitsuo. But when you chase it inside, then you don't see him anymore. See that, Kaga, please, Tada. Mitsuo's schedule to be able to find him. Until evening, Mitsuo went to the Tada house to play. Give your friend some food too. I heard this young man didn't get a grant. What from parents? You also feel guilty for Kaga. Because she's been looking for Mitsuo for the past week, but she hasn't seen him. I don't have a friend in class, so sit alone every day. But Mitsuo didn't think so. You think Kaga's just pretending. Just somebody with a handsome face on the street. If she's a little smarter, she'll change her attitude. People used to be jealous of you, because I have such a beautiful friend that I can't enjoy. But that's not what Tada meant. You only feel sympathy for the current Kaga. You can't argue about Kaga. Mitsuo haughtily changed the subject. Tada, do you want to go to the movie club party? In this place, they both met her. Shinami helped him pick up the documents the day before. Mitsuo has now joined the film club. Tada is still thinking. Go to a few more clubs and you'll decide. Mitsuo will join the club. So Shinami asked the men to drag him to work for a few drinks. This young man looks handsome. You can also go to the movie 210. Mitsuo is involved. Since the club is closed, Shinami wants to invite more Kaga, because they both look like a couple. But if you want to invite Kaga, this is only Mitsuo. It can only be done. At that moment, they heard in the next room. There's a scream and a broken glass. Tada is going to open the door. Someone will warn you. You shouldn't open it. But it's too late when someone inside opens the door. They're from the tea club. People who are afraid are in a corner. When I saw the prey, the 2 senpai dragged me and tossed with them. It's a no return. The room was closed in front of everyone's helpless eyes. I thought these guys were in the tea club. Who would have expected to go drinking and waving so enthusiastically? The sisters are swinging like that, but the boys are afraid. Sitting in a corner, they gave you a cup, told you to drink, and then stripped you of your clothes. Tada told him to wrestle with the Kia Glasses boy. Two people wrestle each other. No one wins the fire. Tada was kept up all night to dance with the sisters. The next morning, I was tired of going to school. I knew there would be SAO, but Mitsuo kept asking him. At that moment, he pulls you behind the car. Because in front of you, Kaga is waiting at the gate. Mitsuo still wanted to avoid her. Decided to drop out of school today and told Tada not to let Kaga fall. After school, no Tada. You haven't been to any clubs yet, so you're surrounded by people. Invite to join the club. Fortunately, at that moment, Linda came by and relieved him. I told you not to wander around like that. Because just see who's stupid. Then there's a crowd of people. It's also because you're sleepy. I grew up with my sisters yesterday. He also praised Linda. It's good to slow you down and feel a little sad. At that moment, he saw Kaga sitting alone. I knew you were going to go to her, Linda. Tell me I'll go first. He came over and asked what she was doing. Kaga is going to ask, where is Mitsuo, but also knows that Tada won't reveal herself. At that time, the two sisters in the tea club come and ask me to come and dance with me. But when I saw that he was with Kaga, then again, not long after the two of them left, another arrived. Tell me about your club. Then pull the Kaga. Go to a coffee shop to talk. That's why Tada had to chase him. Here, she only talks about rights when the two families join the club. That sounds like a multi-level long guy until the evening. Her club is about to hold an event, 3 days, 2 hours a night. I haven't let you refuse. She invited Tada and Kaga to join and left. Tortured for a few hours. Finally freed. She was so excited that you couldn't refuse. I have to go on a trip with everyone. The next day, as expected, the two met in front of the school. You tell this story to Mitsuo as well. Here he also met the young man wrestling with Tada. In the tea club the day before. His name is Sato. Every time I meet a young girl, become tense again. At that moment, the car that carried everyone arrived first. When they left, they gave everyone a piece of paper. Please enter your name and personal information here. Tada in the car. Feels strange because each of you will have a pendant around your neck. After a period of travel, then everyone has arrived. I see something wrong. Now Tada, I just saw this trip as a training trip about the Christian organization. Everyone had their luggage confiscated in a room. More than 5 hours later, people have to sit and watch the virtual God universe talk. It's time to eat something. I think I'm responsible for giving Kaga. When he arrived at this place, Sato slammed the table and stood up. I can take it all. I want the Kia to take me back. Then everyone is on the same page. Stand up against this kind of religious nonsense. But right then, Tada. I immediately complained and said I wanted to stay. Tada started telling her story. In high school, he lost his memory after an accident. When you wake up, everything is strange to you. Even their parents. But after watching that talk, Tada thought he'd find his old memories. Then people start to feel sorry for you. Taking that opportunity, Tada, I suggest you take everyone who's not interested. I'm interested in this, about Tokyo. Leave people who care about it so as not to lose influence. See that then, the group agreed to take most of the students home. Everyone left, only Tada. Sacrifice your body to stay. But right then, Kaga, come back and tell me you want to continue this. Tada asked what you wanted to do here. Kaga, if you come back, it is meaningless for you to sacrifice yourself. Where is it? Tada asked Kaga to run away with him. They were. Take the opportunity to borrow the room key to store things for Kaga, and then run away. Two people follow the window to get out. If you run for a while, you both get tired. I want to call for help, but the phone doesn't work. Then, I'm sorry about myself. So that's how it turned out. Just because you want Kaga. He could make friends in the club, so he agreed to join. But Kaga doesn't think so. Because you want to get Mitsuo's address. I became friends with Tada. To win your sympathy. It's heartbreaking. You two talk to each other for a while. The main topic is Mitsuo. Something about what you said earlier to trick them is true. In high school, he had an accident on a bridge and lost his memory. Everything like family. I don't know what I like or what I hate. Now you're afraid to face your acquaintances. For Tada, they're no different than strangers. The person they want to meet is Tada, not you. Right then, you've seen some strange lights recently. When you get closer, you see they're doing some weird stuff. Kaga thought it was a believer's man. And at that moment, somebody came up and called Tada Linda. I helped you last time. So today, Linda came to the school researcher, and then joined the carnival club party, thanks to which Tada and Kaga were once again saved. The next day at school, young Sato, run to thank you. Yesterday, people left, and now they are crying. Then he meets Mitsuo with Shinami. Go together, and Tada, tell them about what happened yesterday. Kara is going to school right now. Currently, I was very happy with the messages Mitsuo sent me yesterday. Shinami is not in class today. Mitsuo invited her to go out with the group. At that time, Kaga, come out the back and ask what you're doing. Kaga said that you don't want your boyfriend to go away with another girl like that. But Mitsuo objected. Remember that you two are nothing to each other. They both got into an argument. Kaga turns her attention to Shinami. She warned the Shinami not to touch Mitsuo and told her not to interfere in their world. She said that Kaga stepped on Shinami's feet and showed her face. I can see that she has gone beyond her limits. Mitsuo stood in front of Shinami and protected her, then coldly led Shinami away. Now Kaga's face is blue because she realized she went too far. You know you've made a serious mistake. And think that from now on, Mitsuo hated me even more. Every time. Kaga can't control himself. Then the two of you went to see Linda together. Thank her for helping you yesterday. I told them not to trust you too much and to think that you, yesterday, was a strange organization. Some teacher has infiltrated their school. Then she asked if you two wanted to participate. The festival club is not. Take the two of you to the training hall. Tada and Kaga. Then I met the members of the club. Thank them for their help yesterday. The hall also invites you both to try dancing with everyone. When you leave, you are a little sad. I can't dance like everyone else. She asked Tada if she had decided to join the club. Because you just want to join a club with Mitsuo. The next day in class, these three young men sit and talk to each other. Mitsuo expressed that he likes Shinami. Tada asked about Kaga. Then he replied that, I'm going to clear things up with her. After that day, Kaga didn't go to school for a week. Then on Saturday she called Tada to meet her. So she has an appointment with Mitsuo today. And the reason that Tada's sitting here is to be a witness for both of you. Kara brought out a bunch of files, proof that you two are related. But for Mitsuo, the heap, it doesn't make any sense. Things you've done before, with Kaga, it's just the past. Currently, other than my friends, there's no relationship between the two of you. Mitsuo also mentioned that he likes Shinami, and warned Kaga not to touch her. Kaga didn't believe Mitsuo's words were true. She has been with you since childhood. How many things did Mitsuo go through as a cheerleader? She always did everything for Mitsuo. And now I treat you like that. In general, it's just that. Mitsuo left soon after. Leave Kaga standing there, cover the falling ceremony. Now it's just Tada and Kaga sitting here. You just want to die right now. Where did a sister come from right then? She introduced herself as Nana. Give two people a ticket to a concert, and said if you want to die, go there. And she's actually there. As soon as I got inside, CA ran onto the stage, yelled at the mic, and said Mitsuo was stupid. For a while, Tada took Kaga home. Midnight Kaga still cry. Tada told me what you went through to encourage her. So that Kaga can freshen up a little. She felt like an idiot and said, Tada, don't forget yourself. You can't forget it, because now you like it. Tada expressed his feelings here. Although this time is not very appropriate. But you won't tell me to forget it. The next day, Tada got on the train back to his home. You go up to your room and look at a picture of your friend Tada from high school. When you haven't lost your memory. At that time, some photos fell out. When picking up, I saw a picture of me with Linda. Let's start the year now. He ran to the bridge where he had an accident. Tada wonders about his relationship with Linda. What's it like? 18-year-old Tada. He was knocked down by a motorcycle from the bridge. That's why the soul is thrown out of the body. So the body, from there, you form a whole new person. The soul can only follow, and watch Kia's body work on its own. When he returned to the city, Tada met Kaga. I thought it was fun to spend time with you, Kaga. I hope you two become good friends. It really hurts, and this is no different than rejection. I gave you a mirror. Come with me to show this friendship. The next day, he and Mitsuo went to school together. She meets Kaga and tries to get along with Tada. To irritate young Mitsuo. But this expression is a bit ridiculous. The group went to Linda's. You introduced your best friend, Mitsuo, to her. You look at her and you don't know. How did you two have a relationship before? And why is she hiding this? Later, he and Kaga came and joined the carnival club. For the upcoming festival, everyone has to practice dancing. But look at the show, where everyone's in the picture. It's like a moving robot. When you leave, you get bored. Because I can't dance alone. Maybe she's just trying. Forcing myself to forget Mitsuo's story. That's it. Later, the two of them went into a bar and talked to each other. Current thinking, Kaga is very confused. She needs time to process her feelings for Mitsuo. Tada also feels guilty, because you're just taking advantage of Tada's interest. To forget the sad things. Then she changed the subject to Linda. And that makes you a little nervous. That night, Tada had a picture of Linda with him in her hand. I remember the time I was in the hospital after the accident. And one day, he saw a light coming into the room. It's like signaling for me out the window. So Tada hid from the nurse to sneak out. Up a nearby hill when he stumbled upon Linda, holding a flashlight. Talk for a while, then you know she's here to visit a friend. But can't meet. She told me she studied in Tokyo and only came back to visit her home during the semester. Take a break. That's what she said. Tada started to get interested in life there. You decide after you get out of the hospital, I'm going to Tokyo to go to college. Even though he had known each other before, he still didn't remember Linda. Have something to do with me. The soul next to you right now just wants Tada. I remember how much Linda meant to me. Back to the past at the end of the year. Tada studied with Linda. And you loved her so much. But at the time, she was applying to a university in Tokyo, so you two can't be together anymore. That night, Tada confessed to her. He told Linda to just say yes or no to say yes or no. If you agree, you will enter that school with me next year. But Linda hesitated and said, I'll give you an answer tomorrow. Back to reality. The next day, when everyone is running the club, there was a group of people coming. They're former members of the carnival club. They brought a bunch of fans with 2 brown ES letters to give to everyone. But look at everyone's face, and they're bored. Then, Kaga also noticed that Tada had a strange attitude towards Linda. I told you, if you have anything you want to talk about, just tell me. Right now, Shinami go to invite both of you to the welcome party you organized. As soon as I saw her face, Kaga refused to leave. Tada thinks you're doing this to have something to do with Kaga. But Shinami, she said that because she was beautiful, I invited her. You finally agreed to try asking her to come with you. So that night Kaga came to the mouth saying, Do Tada. Please be new, but it must be the case of young Mitsuo. There are young men with glasses joining us today. Suddenly, you see a noise coming from behind. Try sneak. When you look inside, you see the tea club. It's fluttering in there. That's the whole world, but Kaga meeting Mitsuo is like fire and water. He told her to learn Shinami's personality. You see, Kaga also challenges you, so Mitsuo called Shinami Ra and confessed to her. But when he opened his mouth, he was rejected by Shinami. Even Mitsuo, with Kaga also shocked, cannot shut up. I didn't expect it to turn out that way. I see these two are starting to show up, so you gave them to the ladies next door. After a flutter, after all, everyone said goodbye to each other. Because of the enthusiasm, Kaga, with Mitsuo too. So Tada had to take this girl back. On the way, she always talked about Mitsuo, which made him very upset. You told me to stop this, be nice to you. But she always talked about Mitsuo. Being with Kaga is hard. With him, she raised the brown face of the fan to indicate zero dare. But you've had enough. Since you refused, you can't ask for that anymore. He returned Chokaga's mirror and took a taxi for her. The next day, they avoided each other. Linda saw that and came to ask. I thought you two were fighting. You ask now, why do you act like you didn't know yourself before? Maybe Linda didn't take pity on the old Tada Banji or SAO. Linda was amazed to hear that. But actually, you're scared. Just a small mistake. You might lose him again. You don't know what to do right now. The day Linda answered his love. If it wasn't for you being late, this wouldn't have happened. Tada comes out in the evening. Kaga is still waiting for you. She wanted to say something, but Tada ran away. Your mood right now is chaotic. You don't know what you're doing. I don't know what to do. If you jump off this bridge now, whether things will go back to the same or not. But I can't do anything right now. Kaga rushed to crash them. I'm going to hold you back and let you run. I want to be with you forever. After that, she confessed her love to Tada. A young man called the police because Kaga just took their car and chased Tada. The two were later taken to the station for drinks. She also told me why she rejected you before. Then Kaga, I feel like a child myself. It takes time to grow up. After giving up pursuing Mitsuo, she becomes attracted to Tada. At first I thought it was because I was weak, depending on you, but now you realize you've fallen in love with me. Kaga's father is coming to pick her up right now. Just met him, give her a knock and thank Tada about what happened. He asked about the relationship between the two. Kaga accepted you as her boyfriend. Since that day, you've had a lover. The next day, Kaga was waiting for you, and you two go to school together. Tada said, from next time, I will come to the house to pick her up. But Kaga, she refused her parents for fear that the Kaga would harm her. That's why bananas. As soon as they arrived, they found Sato. These two are standing there. The salary in front of him made him ask why. Tada has the same number. This Mitsuki also appeared, surprised the crowd because the head burned like free fire of him. Actually, after he was rejected by Shinami, he wanted to cut. What hairstyle is in the right mood? Who expected the shopkeeper to make you this head? You're not too surprised about Kaga and Tada dating. Because only people are as generous as Tada. I can only date Kaga. It was time for Kaga to go to class. Before you go, you have to lie to young Mitsuo. And then they raise wages in front of the citizens. The FA should have been fired by Sato as well. This time Shinami. She showed up to avoid seeing her. Mitsuo escaped first. Right now, Linda. So the young man ran away too. For the next few days, you're always with Kaga. Go to school or go on a date. And with Linda, you still avoid her. Today, Tada, I'm packing hot stuff because my girlfriend's coming to play. She was a little curious about it at first, but you beat the drum. I knew this was from my parents in the village. Right now, Kaga open it out, and I can see the hot stuff that Tada has inside. Two panicked people fall down and fall on top of each other. You're a boy anyway, so this is inevitable. You two just started dating, so Kaga wants to be more natural. Her dream is to do it with you for the first time in Paris. Later, two people went out to buy. I met Nana in the elevator, because she doesn't wear makeup, so the two of them didn't realize they were acquaintances. The day after that, Linda. I also text you, but Tada tried to avoid her and didn't want to answer. Today, Tada, I got a phone call saying that the apartment you're in is waterlogged. When I got home, I met Nana. You made it up to Ra to trick him. You're actually Linda's friend. Your goal is to let Linda see you solve this. The two then entered Tada's room. Linda also tells you about the relationship between the two of you. Tada and she used to be best friends in high school. On the day of graduation, Tada confesses to you, so Linda, I'll meet you on the bridge the next day. But that day, because you were late, you had an accident. Maybe you don't remember, but Tada, it's very important to you and Linda. I want to be with you too. Kaga called to tell him that Mitsuo was in trouble. Episode 8, Back to the Past. Linda was asked by her juniors if she liked Tada. Or not, because she was too shy. She denied it at the time. Said I didn't like him. I can't believe that your last conversation was interrupted. Stand outside and hear. Now you're leaving without Cholinda. Say a word. The next day he avoided her, even though Cholinda, I'd love to talk to you. Once she stopped him in front of the school. What you said back then was the opposite of what you meant. I'm sorry, but Tada told me to ignore this. Because you don't like her at all. After that, the two of you made it up. Back to reality, after receiving Kaga's phone. Then he ran to Mitsu's house. When you get there, you see a young man. I was bothered by a sister. When he saw that, he closed his eyes and made love to Mitsu. Young man also understood, so acted with Tada. You called the previous life. You two are a couple. I told her not to get in. I was so disgusted that my sister ran away. The two then entered Mitsu's room. A look around is no different than a landfill. In fact, he confessed to Shinami and was rejected. Many people already know about it, so there's no face to go to school now. You know when you meet Shinami. Just be normal. But every time you see her, you're up. Just like Linda did. This time, Tada is here to help Mitsu. He called young Sato to organize a party. Shocked the spirit of Chomitsu. I didn't see the shock. I just met you. These two people are already paying people. For a while, Mitsu and Kaga quarreled with each other. I tried to hold my shoes together, but I was lucky. And the young man stopped. Shinami is calling right now. Kaga called everyone who was having a party. Shocked by Chomitsu's spirit, he asked her to come here. It's a drought. Later, Shinami came. I didn't want to invite Shinami either, but Chomitsu's spirit was restored, so he asked her to come here. After a while, everyone was having fun. Thanks to this incident, Mitsu's mood was much better. That night, the whole party came to Tada's house to dance through the night. But after a while, they all fell asleep. I woke up and got a message from Linda. I was supposed to meet you on the balcony, so I went over there. She spent the night at Nana's house today. You two then go back to the old story. Linda said, give me the memories of the two of you. But you don't remember anything. Now you're wondering about the answer to Linda's confession. What to say? I don't know if she really wants that, but Linda, I was going to reject you. You just want the two of you to be friends forever. Tada finished listening and breathed a sigh of relief. And then suddenly, he asked her if she wanted to come back to him or not. When you finish, you realize what you just said. Maybe the old Tada soul starts to come back. From episode 8 to episode 9. Shinami and Kaga woke up the next day. When Tada went to school, he was notified by Shinami that Kaga was sick and should stay home. It's been a week, and you haven't met her yet. By the end of the week, Kaga had recovered and went to school. When he arrived at the club, he was attacked by the FA brothers. Call me back, because I've been paying a lot lately. Linda shows up right now to relieve you. Kaga, seeing this scene, was a bit quiet. When you left, you didn't say a word. Suddenly, it was raining, so the two of them ran for shelter. This is when Tada noticed her strange expression. Kaga asked if you loved me. She was afraid that one day, Tada would leave her. You held her in your arms. Reassure Kaga and give her a soul kiss. Then, when I saw that, I remembered that I had comforted Linda before. So she's got a brother. And you see him as your brother. But then Linda, I found out that my brother's fiancée was having an affair. You want to take a picture of that person as evidence. To destroy this marriage. If you see that, I will give you a hand. The two then followed up and went to the place where she was dating. With a lover, take intimate photos as evidence. But for a moment, Linda told him to stop this. And delete all the pictures. You will find your own wife. My brother's fiancée, to make this clear. So after she got out, you two talked to each other, and it seems like she promised she won't do it again. Linda knew what she was doing was wrong. You don't want to see your brother either. I was hurt. Doing this means cheating on your brother. But this is the only way to keep him happy. Tada next door comforted her. After all, you've seen his fiancée have an affair. You can be an accomplice to Linda. You don't have to do this alone. You may not be trustworthy, but you will always listen to me. I will always be with you, Tada. My feelings for Linda are growing stronger. But now, your Kia self doesn't remember anything. To Linda, you're just friends. Kaga was sick again that day. Linda said, "You should care more about your girlfriend. You don't look very trustworthy, but always listen to Kaga and leave." That evening, the old Tada soul returned to the body. But right now, you're only thinking about Linda. I'm out looking for her. Tada accidentally slipped and fell. That's how you regain your consciousness. It's a real ghost. Then you realize that you're pushing yourself. I went to see Linda the next day, and she got sick. Looking for a picture with Linda? But you can't see it anymore. Guess that Kaga took it, so she's been acting strange lately. Later, you go out to the hospital. Whoever thought they were going? Nana opened the door next door and knocked them down. I saw you, so I took you away. Nana pushed him to leave Linda in his care. Linda helped him back to his room. Tada, thank you for taking care of me. I told you not to worry, because you two are friends. Hear it in your heart, Tada. I can tell that the person she's taking care of is Tada. Before, not me. Later, Linda. I will call for your beloved girlfriend to come here. After a while, Kaga appeared. She held the bouquet of flowers in her hands towards him, crying, Tada, you're a liar because you saw Linda taking care of you. She explained. She said she was joking and gave it to Tada, a kiss on the cheek. Then Mitsuo and young man 2D also come in. They got the news that you were sick, so they came to visit you. When this Kaga starts showing off her love for Tada. Then we all talked about the upcoming summer vacation. People are laughing and talking to each other. But when did you fall asleep? When I woke up, I saw that every Kaga was sitting at his house. I'm sorry, Tada. Being a girlfriend, but not taking care of you. They're dragging people to cause trouble. You want to be a good girlfriend. But after today, Kaga feel Linda more suitable. When he saw her worried, he went to reassure her. 2 people, I promise that when you get well, we will go to the beach together. If possible, just the 2 of you together. Started practicing 11 Tada is much healthier now. You're with Kaga today to meet people in the carnival club. You look very excited right now about the upcoming sea voyage. Tell this to the men in the group. When they see you, they show you. But the most important thing is to have money, and you don't. They advise you to work more, but tell this to Kaga, and you'll get it. If you work more, your time together is over. When we are not talking, Shinami appears. When I met Tada, I asked about his health. That makes the Kaga sitting next to me jealous. Shinami told me to get ready for work. Young man Tada saw that and asked for Kaga. Let me go. 3 people came to see Shinami's work. She works as a waiter in a coffee shop. In the form of Shinami at this time, Kaga decided to... When he returned, he brought a gift to thank Nana for helping him. If you know your current situation, you can call Tada. A place that makes a lot of money. My job is to be a waiter at a party, but on the condition that the young Mitsuo follow along. So the next day you tell him about it. That sounds a little shady, but if it's not illegal, Mitsuo will agree. Right now, 2 sisters in the tea club. Go to. I know you're looking for a job, so I recommend you to the club. I just heard you 2 running. These 2 women didn't lose much of their lives. That night, he and Mitsuo went to the location that Nana had assigned. Then, he also told Mitsuo to keep it a secret because he didn't want Chokaga. Know where? Mitsuo was given 2 briefs and Tada will dress up as a maid. It's really intense. There's a dress-up party today, so the waiter, you also have to wear makeup. If you let Kaga see you, you will die. Fortunately, I told Mitsuo before. Don't talk about this. Mitsuo was then dragged to work. You caught Linda in disguise here too. You 2 were surprised to see each other again. In this situation, young Mitsuo is liked by many aunts. On the side of Kaga, she kept calling, but still couldn't reach you. To episode 12, Mitsuo Youth. It looks pretty cool, so it's surrounded by people. And then, he was dragged onto the stage, showing off his 6-pack body. That's a bad piece of food. And Tada, you were asked by a sister, but you're lucky, Linda. Appearance find relief. People at the party. You 2 look so good that you want to take some pictures. Over here, Kaga couldn't get in touch, so you came here. I saw Tada and Linda hugging each other. She came over and threw a glass of water in his face and gave him a fig. It's useless to have Linda by your side. Tada dragged her out to talk. He gave her the key to his room and called Kaga. Go there and wait first. Since then, Kaga has not said a word. Tada went back to work, but it wasn't fun. After a while, he hurried back to read the messages that Kaga sent him. You feel so guilty in your heart. Open the door and enter the room. Then you see she's still sitting here, waiting for you. Kaga, I'm sorry I can't do that. The responsibility of a good girlfriend. He also apologized to her for wanting to earn money to take her to the beach. That's why you hide it. Kaga took out a picture of him and Linda together. I asked you why you were hiding this. Tada told me everything before. You 2 were friends in high school. You don't want to tell Kaga, because before you lose your mind, remember, you used to love her. Sometimes your memory comes back. The only thing in his soul at the time was wanting to see Linda. But you can't control yourself. You feel so guilty about Kaga. When she heard it, she ran to hug him. Now you're sorry to hear this. I don't expect you to try to remember anything. Keep living with the person you are now. Kaga felt insecure because she was afraid of him disappearing. You have nothing now. Not long time together. There are no memories together. Not even a common picture. I want you to promise to be with me forever and never leave you. The next day I met Linda to identify something in the past. Tada had feelings for you, but Linda didn't. He wanted to tell his former soul that even if you come back, Linda still doesn't love you. Tada wants to tear the picture. Take a picture of the two of you to end this. But Tada's soul, your old self, is trying to stop you from doing it. Linda is now holding the picture in her hand. I want you to pretend you never knew each other. You want to break with your past. You don't want Kaga to have to worry about this anymore. After listening, Linda definitely tore up the picture. It's like erasing your previous relationship. I remember the day I met Linda, visiting friends in the hospital. At that time, after hearing about it, you're very interested in life. Kouko Tada. If you have anything you want to say to me, let me transfer it. Linda finished listening with regret. It's too late to tell that person. If you get to the rendezvous earlier, then things won't be the way they are. If things don't turn out that way, maybe I'll be with you and hold your hand forever. Back to reality, the summer festival is about to start. Tada's club is also fully prepared. But look at your girlfriend, then she's not all right. Just thinking about having to perform in front of a crowd. It makes you nervous. Right now, the president's got an idea. People start dancing to the beat, getting close to you, and Kaga. There's a whole crowd of people dancing. It's like doing a ritual. Tada also caught Theo, and finally Kaga was able to blend in with everyone. After a while, everyone successfully performed on the road, without a single obstacle. Soul Tada here. The old started cursing. You know, a part of your body. I have feelings for Linda, but you deny it. If you don't win, you'll fall. Tada will not let the current Tada live happily with Kaga. That's why you had bad luck that day. The beach plan you talked about earlier has been cancelled. Even the fireworks show, with watching movies, with Kaga. I can't go. You see Kaga coming to your house. To the elevator scare her a fan. Who expected to see Nana again? I'm not saying you got punched by her. It's cattle, but also Kaga. Because I wanted to surprise you, I took the stairs. It's called Big Ideas Meeting, but not at the same frequency. After a while, Kaga went to the kitchen to cook for you. But when you do, you have to close your eyes, not observing the process. If you don't ask Han anything else, you have to listen. When Kaga was cooking, his blindfold dropped. Through the mirror. Then you find out she's just re-cooking food. It was prepared in advance. A moment later, Kaga just found out that he was pretending to cook. She's actually a lady in the house. So you don't know anything about the kitchen. You asked your assistant to cook the last meal. Tada told you not to worry about it. Because you don't really care. Soon, you will have a trip with your family. Maybe you'll be apart for a while. Kaga wants a kiss from you, but Tada suddenly stood up and told her to go home. Then you still can't say don't go and stay with me. One day she found a boy. Better yet, you have to suffer. Sato called you today because he saw you recently. I have so much time to ask you to go somewhere. Mitsuo has been quite busy lately, so he may not be able to walk. He had heard that there had been a rumor about young Mitsuo recently. Have a girlfriend right now. Kaga appears. I find this quite interesting, so she decided to investigate Mitsuo's girlfriend. The most likely person to be your girlfriend. This is Shinami. 3 people then went to her compound to monitor her. We were talking to each other when suddenly Shinami came. I was surprised that everyone was standing at my door. Especially Kaga, when this girl seems to be watching that AI. People assume that Shinami is Mitsuo's rumored girlfriend. I came here to confirm. When everyone said that, she quickly denied it. Later, everyone entered the Shinami house. You look around and you see this place abandoned. Your family actually moved out not too long ago. Because of Dad's job. Shinami stayed because she had to go to school. At this time, young Sato excitedly invited everyone to go to the beach. He's got a driver's license, so he can drive people around. After listening, the whole group agreed. In the evening, everyone goes out to eat. On the way, the whole group accidentally caught. Mitsuo is leading Linda. People are bringing Theo into the restaurant now. That his rumored girlfriend is Linda. The next day, Kaga disguised to go to Shinami house. Her goal when she came here was to try on swimsuits with Shinami. Kaga wants to be sexy in front of her boyfriend. According to Shinami, Kaga's clothes are too sexy. The opposite, Kaga sees Shinami as nothing more than a sewer pipe. She was worried that Tada might go back to Linda. At any time, so Kaga will try to leave an indelible mark on his heart. She also decided to take a vacation with her family, to be with Tada. Kaga will try to prove how much she loves you. Tada, you and Mitsuo. It is also quite difficult to choose a swimsuit for the trip. Coming soon. Episode 15 today, Tada, with Kaga going to the rendezvous point with everyone. She asked him about Mitsuo and Linda. But Tada, I don't know because he didn't say anything about it. She's worried because Shinami has been having feelings for Mitsuo lately. Kaga also mentioned you, but Tada, I swear I love you alone. After standing at the rendezvous point for a while, Sato drove over. Young man is quite spicy. I'm like a taxi, driving for this couple in love. Then you have to wait 30 minutes for Shinami to come out. No matter the smoke, but when you see Shinami, it was pretty cute today, so I missed it. The smell hasn't been long. It took 2 hours for Mitsuo to get there. Actually the old Tada soul, trying to curse to ruin everyone's trip. Later Mitsuo appeared, but the air in here is starting to get creepy. People tell themselves in their hearts that they can't, about his affair with Linda. Mitsuo also felt that everyone was strange today, but no further comment. It's raining outside. Not only that, but there's a traffic jam. Even when it comes, the rain doesn't stop. Kaga wants to go to the bathroom. But no one brought an umbrella today. Tada playing big. I know you're wearing a swimsuit today, so tell Kaga to undress outside and come in with me. Then Kaga heard, follow me and run outside. The kids inside just keep their mouths shut. I can't believe this is happening. It is not normal to love. The rest of you ran out with the 2 of you. For a while, it stopped raining. We all ran out to the beach. In the evening, we play fireworks. When you leave, everyone is tired. Since Sato was a little sleepy, Kaga asked me to drive for him. You also have a driver's license. On the way back, they all slept. And Kaga sit and talk to each other. You can finally go to the beach with me. Kaga will have a family trip soon. But I'd rather be with you. After a while, the 2 fell asleep. The speed of the car starts to increase. Soul Tada. I've seen things go too far before. I want to stop this. At the critical moment, he woke up and put on the brakes. So people aren't in any danger. Only Shinami is lightly built. Kaga is very scared right now. Later, everyone called the police. Because you're a minor. So they called the parents. When we got back, everyone met Kaga. As soon as he got out of the car, he came over and gave her a hug. People are shocked, but can't say a word. The next day, Kaga avoided everyone. Today, Tada, when I asked her to talk to me, I met Nana. I just saw you give a knock because it looks pretty itchy. Nana said anything, solve it quickly, not forever. Shaking in front of me. After a while, Tada, to the rendezvous point. After this, Kaga got in trouble. People see themselves as having a part, responsibility in it. Tada called the entire Ra team here to find a solution. Because you don't want to break up with Kaga. You want everyone to visit you. But Mitsuo thinks it should be Tada. Going will be better. Later, on his way to her house, he meets Kaga's father. When he saw you, he drove Tada to his house. Take you to the door of your daughter's room and leave everything to yourself. Solve yourself. Kaga was surprised to see you at first. But then, don't want to Tada. Come close to me. You're scared and you blame yourself for putting people at risk. He tried to advise her that she was worried about Kaga. Now you just have to start with a new person, and just ignore everything that's happened. Kaga came back and asked Tada, in what capacity do you talk about it with me? Tada is a new person, but you always remember Linda. I fear that one day your old self will return. Tada will leave me. He hugged her in his arms and comforted her. That's never going to happen. No matter where you go, you will take her with you. Tada advised, you should come back because people are worried about you right now. The air is sweet. I found Kaga standing outside. How long have you been listening to me? You still don't know what happened. Just say I love Tada. A lot of times, Kaga realizes something. She asked if her father was in the back. But Tada is not. The father said he was here and called Tada a liar. It's a word drought now. Wearing a pair of pants on your head doesn't end well. Later, he was asked to go to the kitchen to cook Chokaga noodles. But when I brought it up, Kaga was already asleep. Your father also thanked you for this. Start episode 17 today, Tada. To meet people in the carnival club. The senpai just saw you. With a pitiful face came to tell Tada not to be sad. So they thought you broke up with Kaga, so they came here to comfort you. Even if you break up, don't leave the club. Tada says that he and Kaga have not broken up. If you all see that, which one? I was sad because I thought I wasn't going to eat the dog. Salary in the club. The former president of the club is here today. I heard he applied for a job, so people came to celebrate. But shortly after he showed up, then everyone knows you haven't applied for a job. It's good to break the strings, Linda. I know now that everyone met Tai. I had an accident a few days ago and asked. The fireworks festival has also started. I was wondering about you and Linda. Have you seen the fireworks together? She pointed to the scar on his leg and say it's the consequences of playing stupid fireworks left. Linda asked if you were back home because we're going to have a high school reunion. I thought you weren't going anywhere, so I didn't ask. But everyone in the class was worried and wanted to see Tada. At this point, Kaga has agreed to replace you. I'm sorry you made that decision on your own. Tada said nothing, because now you're determined. Face your past without running away anymore. You think they just want to see Tada. That was before, not me. No matter what they say, Tada won't care. Just go there and apologize. It's okay to make people worry. The next day, he was on his way back to Shizuka. Over here, Kaga at Shinami's house to help her tidy up. Shinami invited her to stay the night at her house, but Kaga refused. Until evening, I saw you in bed. She said she admired Kaga. You can love someone with all your heart. After listening to Kaga guess something, Mitsuo just got off work and went to Linda. When he asked her what her schedule was going to be, Linda, I said I'd go home until the end of the summer. This time, he accidentally saw her hometown in Shizuoka. The next day, Mitsuo met Sato. You told me Linda was from Tada's hometown. And ask this 2D guy what he knows. But Sato doesn't know anything about this either. And just remember that before Tada, he said he had an accident and was hospitalized. Kaga is coming. You asked me about this too, but the Kaga beat the drum without wanting to talk. Later, she went to Tada's house. Even though you're back home now, Kaga misses you very much and shows it in a rather obscene way. And not only that, but also a bizarre dance. Unfortunately, the scene was seen by Nana in the next room. Nana asked if she had a mental problem, and she denied it. She saw you leaving. There's noise in the room. I just came by to have a look. Who expected to see Kaga in that strange position? She invited Kaga to play that game in her performance. Of course you refused. But Kaga was worried that Nana would tell Tada this story. I know, please don't say it. I see this is more like bullying, please. Nana told you to stay here and wait for me. After a while, a young man knocked on Nana's door. Kaga saw that and was afraid to hide in the closet. The thug who couldn't see the AI opened the door and demanded money. When you opened the door, Kaga, they used a strange dance. Let the young gangster lose his temper. Let a knock on the head. Made him unconscious. People right now, Nana goes in, and now, Kaga knew this was her trick. It's boring, Linda. Go home and go to Tada's house. Then he went out and met a big brother. He's Linda's brother. And as you say, you two used to be like brothers. He's going to be a driver for the two of you today. When he arrived, Tada hesitated to enter. Linda told him to close his eyes, and she would lead him inside. When you open your eyes, you find you are holding the hand of a young man. This is your old school friend, but Tada... I don't remember anything. After a while, Tada was surrounded by people, which made him quite confused. And then you're dragged out to play dodgeball. Linda looks pretty confident because she's good at this. He was just thrown in the face by Tada. It really hurts. People also talk about old things together. They tell you about Tada. The past makes you unable to believe in yourself. You have a lot of thoughts. It's kind of weird and it's kind of wet. End of the meeting. Let's take a picture together. When I left, I saw that this class meeting was as NDT0 as I thought. Originally, Linda, I didn't think you'd come, but maybe it's thanks to Kaga now. Tada has changed a lot. You then went to the bridge where you had an accident. Now a white mist is all around you. Tada could see he was hit by a car. He reached out and grabbed her, but in the end he couldn't. Maybe the old Tada soul is trying to come back. To episode 19. I went to the doctor and told him about the symptoms. But the doctor agreed and gave you only a few doses. Sedative. You're worried. Sometimes my old self comes back. Tada is aware that your old self is trying to do something. Your mother also knows that Tada in the city has a girlfriend. So she gave the ring back. I want you to give it to Kaga. When he returned, he found her waiting for him at the door. The two of them ran back to each other, and suddenly the brothers say hello. See this scene. Kaga is pretty bad, and he's carrying all the Kiara people. Because I am your lover, this privilege must be enjoyed first. Later, everyone came together to eat. Tada noticed that Shinami had cut off her long hair. It looks like something. Mitsuo then spoke up and said that he would join the festival club to make a movie. He also said that his real goal was to reach out. Linda, people have guessed this. So there's no surprise. This is also your one-sided love. So Mitsuo wasn't sure she would respond to me either. After a while, Mitsuo and he talked to each other in private. Mitsuo asked directly about Tada and Linda's relationship. What is it like? You're both from Shizuka. Every time Tada gets hurt or is in any danger, Linda, I'm very worried about you again. Mitsuo, I guess you two are in a close relationship. After listening, Tada didn't know how to answer Raseo. I see you hesitating. Mitsuo changed the subject. You don't have to say Ra. When you came back, I was sorry. I broke the mirror you gave me. Kaga told him not to bother about it. And now, Tada is going to give you the ring your mother gave you. But come to think of it, this is no different than a marriage proposal. I think it's too early for you to get married. Kaga will give you a gift. Inside is a clay model of Tower F fan that she created. But Tada, look forever. They also know what this is. Suddenly, Tada runs off the power. You plan. When you get back, you'll do it here. Kaga wants to cook rice with you soon. But suddenly, the F fan tower sold her out. So you two have to stop. It's really boring. The next day, Mitsuo joined the festival club. Linda's not happy to see this. Mitsuo thought she was still mad at him about the last incident. That is until I leave. You can't talk to her at all. Tada was called out by Linda right now. I asked him why he didn't tell me. Mitsuo joins the club. You've had a few meals together before. At first I thought I was just going to eat with the kids, so it's fun to go with. But later she realizes that Mitsuo has feelings for her. It surprised you. Linda decided to keep her distance. Today, he asked to join the club. He pulled out the ring that his mother had given him to ask Linda advice to help me with something. Tada wants to give it to Kaga, but I don't know when to put it in. Suddenly, Shinami came out of nowhere and wanted to talk to you. So Linda left. Let's talk to you. Shinami angrily asks him why Sao is close to Linda. So Tada. I have a girlfriend, and not only that, Linda. He's also the one Mitsuo likes. She called you a jerk and left. I won't let you explain anything. Go back and tell this to Kouko Kaga. You two have seen something very unusual about Shinami lately. I am very interested in things related to Mitsuo. At the same time, she was jealous that Tada was close to Linda. That is, but you still insist. Kaga is the most important. Take this opportunity and give her the ring her mother gave her, but looking forever and never finding it. Maybe you left it at home. The next day at school, he meets Nana. You haven't been to school in a long time, so you're here today to check in. You two talk to each other. She's even going to tell the secret Kaga dance exorcist. In your room, later we all met at school. Look at Shinami's attitude right now. Tada thinks she's upset with me. Kaga was invited by Shinami to go for a snack, so go too. Mitsuo sat down to talk. Ever since joining the club, you still can't talk to Linda. Every time I want to talk to her, the president called her out. It's like not wanting to let you approach her after school. Kaga asked you out on a date, went to a bar, and Tada. I asked her what the exorcist dance was. When I finished, she asked Tada, "Where did you hear this?" You said Nana told me. Kaga saw that and tried to beat the drum. The village doesn't let you talk about it anymore. Today Tada decided to give this ring to Kaga. The two sisters from the club are coming. I saw the ring and knew it was a dowry. It's amazing what your mother left you. They guessed that his mother was determined to give his girlfriend. You're my future daughter-in-law. Tada hasn't thought that far. You just want to give her the ring. Later the two left. I didn't forget to invite you to my club next time. In the afternoon, he and Kaga went to the carnival club. Mitsuo wants to talk to Linda right now. But you've been called out by the president. It's boring. A few days after the festival took place, Tada's club is also preparing to perform. Not like last time, but this time, Kaga is much more confident. Shortly after he was performing, suddenly the soul Tada. The old man came back. He stood still, looking at the strange scene in front of him. Wondering where I am. For signing. Your current memory is only stopping when you fall. Just on the bridge. Tada's scared, running out of line. Linda and Kaga saw you and worried about chasing. Until Linda finds you, Tada. Just back to normal. The soul is temporarily gone. Tada feels anxious because of the frequency. The soul is coming back more and more. To episode 21. You are very afraid that the people will come back. If that happens, you will completely disappear from this world. The club was suspended because of yesterday's incident. Only, and no more school-sponsored tools. I thought it was my fault, so I apologize to everyone. But AI also takes some responsibility for itself. Linda looks all moody. So we're mentally prepared for a new option. Today, when Kaga is cleaning Cho's room, you accidentally saw the sedative that Tada used to drink. You've been losing sleep lately. Think about what you hide. It will affect people's relationships. You're worried. The next, Kaga saw Tada and comforted him. The next day, the two of them asked Sato to come to his house for a party. Later, he went to find Mitsuo to invite him. Mitsuo is currently picking up the gold leaf. It's about helping everyone in the movie club. Tada can see that Shinami is here too. Maybe you're still angry at him. The last time, Tada invited Shinami to his house, but Shinami refused to go. It's not time to date. You saw her at the door. Shinami said, "I have something to tell you. Should have come a little earlier." She told me that she had just met Linda. Shinami thought she came looking for you, so she was very angry. But actually, she only came to Nana's house to play. Maybe Shinami misunderstood you last time. But actually, when you met Tada and Linda, together, Shinami feels very happy. You think Linda? If you don't pay attention to Mitsuo, you will have a chance to be with him. Shinami actually liked Mitsuo before. I am sorry that I rejected him before. I'm more sorry for cutting my long hair. You see yourself not doing anything. This time, Shinami pulled out her camera. You want Tada to record this moment. The moment you regret the most in the world. But suddenly, your old soul comes back. I don't know who is in front of me. I don't know where I am right now. He frantically called out Linda's name. Shinami. She rushed to Nana's room to ask Linda for help. Help when Linda runs to you. She told Tada to calm down a little before he remembered everything. Please don't tell me this. Then you run out. Mitsuo was coming to his house when he ran into Tada. He then called Chosato to stop Tada. When they calmed down, 3 people sat down, talked to each other. Tada also talked to 2 friends. You're worried that one day you'll disappear, that no one knows about. Mitsuo and Sato by his side comforted and encouraged him, make Tada's mood a little better. You go home. Kaga came and threw a party in Nana's room. The next day at school, he met Shinami. What happened yesterday? According to you, you didn't tell Kaga. Tada had some words to say and asked Shinami, come back to this moment to help me. Come back, Tada, to give this ring to Kaga. But not like you, because Kaga refused. I can't promise you a future. Your intention from the beginning was join this school to pursue Mitsuo. That's it. After saying that, Kaga left, and Tada stood there in shock. Start episode 22. Kaga's father drove up to him. Because she saw Tada standing there, she asked her father to pick her up. I think it's because you haven't cut them. But this is really about you, Ra. When Kaga left, you didn't chase her, you waited for Kaga to come back. You've asked him before, a sedative prescribed by a doctor when the patient is unstable. Or pain, right? Maybe Kaga. I knew something. I want to reconsider the relationship between the 2. When he came back, he met Nana. She said she heard Linda. Talk about your past look, your recent attitude to Kaga, so Nana can guess something. She shocked his spirit and cried, Tada, go to Kaga tomorrow to explain everything. The next day at school, I met her. I'm sorry, Tada, because of yesterday. I'm glad that everything is back to normal. Go inside and see everyone again. Sato and Mitsuo, I asked about your current situation, Tada. The call is better. When Sato teases you, Kaga, I suddenly broke up with Tada. It surprised everyone, and so did you. I don't know why you do that. Kaga said that I was out of love with you, so I broke up. I think you 2 should just be friends. What about this morning, Kaga? I just wanted to apologize for yesterday, not speak clearly to Tada. I told everyone not to mess up. Get in this and walk away. Now you don't know what to do. The old memories are coming back and coming to mind. Shinami, and you showed him your camera. She saw Tada's video that night. Maybe that's why you did it. Kaga is always there for you and supports you. But you've hurt her no matter how many times. You can't ask anything more from her now. Later, he went to the club and told the story of his breakup. Kaga for Linda. You sound very excited about this. But this is what Kaga wants. So there's nothing you can do. Then you know that soon you'll be gone. Break up with someone who has no future like you. Maybe the best thing for her. Mitsuo suddenly appeared and saw this scene. I'm sorry to hide that I knew Linda before, and you loved her. Right now, Kaga went in and applied to leave the club. Tada saw that and grabbed it and chased her. You 2 chase each other outside. Tada told Kaga, you don't have to leave the club for me. You know why you want to break up. Tada recently hid the Kaga about his memory coming back. Tada says she loves you. It's not because of that breakup that you can hate Kaga. That's why you think Kaga. You don't have to keep that distance from people. He wanted Kaga to do it for himself and not leave the club. Finally, Kaga agreed. Before you go, I want you to promise me something. That if Tada don't forget you, I hope you 2 can be together again. After Kaga, he returned and said he would withdraw his application to leave the club. Everyone then prepares for the upcoming festival. Later that day, he went back to being friends with Kaga. And you 2 act as naturally as you can. Tada also went to Mitsuo to talk, but it seems he's trying to avoid you. The school festival is also being prepared. Kaga came to see you today, but Tada was bewildered. Pretend not to know her. That hurt Kaga so much that he ran away. Sato doesn't understand what's going on. He feels it. It seems like everyone is hiding something. So the next day, Sato gathered everyone together and asked the group out. Tada thinks this is not good. For now, you and Mitsuo, something's happening that's hard to say. But Sato wants everyone to go anyway. If that's the case, maybe the whole group will break up. So they finally agreed to listen to Sato. That night, Tada went to the rendezvous point to wait for everyone. But suddenly the memory, you're back and you don't know where you are. Then Kaga and Mitsuo came. So you don't realize who the 2 people in front of you are. Tada started to panic and ran away. You keep calling out Linda's name. And luckily she was nearby and saw you, so she ran over. After a while of reassurance, Linda took him home. And over here, Kaga felt very sad because of the scene. Tada then called her mother. You see your memory coming back, so maybe we can't be here anymore. The next morning, he woke up to find Nana lying next to him. I was worried about you, Linda. I asked Nana to watch over Tada. Because you slept so well. So you went to sleep with me. Today is the day of the festival. Tada's club is also about to perform. Even without props, but the president is encouraging. Everyone has to try their best. Right now, Mitsuo's team goes into practice. The day before, Mitsuo contacted the student council president and persuaded him to give the club festival kit borrowed tools. After watching the movie, you're recording everyone's practice. They finally agreed. Mitsuo was also told everything by Kaga. The two then made up for it until the show. Tada remembered all the faces of the people. Your current memory is slowly disappearing. The end of the show is over. Tada has regained all her memories. It means that your current self has completely disappeared. People are sad about this. Kaga is unbelievable because he doesn't remember anything about himself anymore. When he moved to Tada, he returned to his hometown. He looked at the diary when he was losing his memory. Tada found it hard to believe because when he was in college, I know a girlfriend. You wonder what she looks like. When he turned on his computer, he saw a pile of letters. Mailed by Kaga. Tada couldn't believe it. I sent her a few words like that. Linda was on vacation today, so she came to his house to play. You still love her so much. During the time, Tada lost her memory. You don't know what kind of relationship Linda and I have. But now that I see her, I don't know Linda. It hasn't changed at all since. Right now, you hear the doorbell. If you look at it, it is Kaga, but he thought she was the Shinami he'd met in the city. Linda didn't say a word when she saw you. Kaga asked me to come here to return your things. I want to go to the bridge now. There has been an accident, so I need you to show me the way. Say hello to the two of you and leave. When you go to the storage room, you see the mirror. Give it to me. Every memory next to her gradually appeared in his mind. Tada remembers the time you were together. You run out and chase her. Linda also ran after cheering for him to the bridge. Tada saw herself before. I also asked him why he did that. Your soul is always with you. I want to go back to the body. I want to be with Linda. Linda also came. She embraced Tada's soul. She said she loves you very much and agrees with you. Your previous recommendation, maybe Tada's soul. Try to survive until now. Just to hear from Linda. The soul of Tada. The old man gave the ring back to him and encouraged Tada. Step forward. Kaga is on the bridge right now. You run up and you hug her. Kaga was so moved that he recognized himself now. Kaga wants you to never leave me again. Both made the promise that if I miss you, I will have to be with you for the rest of my life. He also took out his ring and sent her home. The message Yormeo sent Chokaga was made by Sato. His goal is to get Tada back to Tokyo. After Kaga knew it was Sato, if you send it, you will plunge into the blood with him. Then everything went back to normal. Tada returned to Tokyo as expected. Your new life, with my friends, starting here. Remember to like the video to subscribe to your support channel. Now say goodbye.